The Ministry of Finance Internal Audit Directorate, where they get support from the Global Fund and the African Institute of Internal Auditors, don hold a one-day stakeholders engagement workshop on the theme Strengthening Institutional Capacity in Control Risk and Compliance inside the public sector. This work aim for strengthening institutional capacity in control risks and compliance at the public sector, where this go make government institutions dem more effective, accountable, transparent and resilient. Antoinette Doris Omodele Inskandi, Assistant Director at the Internal Audit Directorate, Ministry of Finance, before talk with who wetin dis workshop here be geared towards.
Also do with compliance on risk management. Now most times we get MPs and then councils them, then they do audit work, they do the but no they focus on risk. Now risk as we can define and anything we go stop the organization or company for achieve a objective and a goal. So one for teach them about risk, how they go develop risk register, how they go manage risk, how they go prevent against. In short, now like creating risk awareness. Everybody for be aware of risk. Waiting will stop you for let you not able to achieve your goals and your objective and your organization. You for identify, you for listen down, and for see one the way you go eliminate. One day when if you get risk appetite, maybe you go able for accept some, then maybe you go try for insure against some let them not happen. In case they happen, you already get safeguard.
Alright, so how this strengthening institutional capacity for risk control and compliance, they move beyond this administrative reform for actually improve public confidence and service delivery outcome.
In fact, next week we dey get 5 days workshop where they go be in a free tongue for ministries, departments and agencies and we internal auditors there. We not just dey stop now. Yeah, we just they do the awareness. We dey go do 5 days workshop where we go teach people step by step. For example, I go develop risk register. Almost all we MDs they no get risk register. So we get for teach them step by step how for developer. And again, that's a management responsibility. Maybe they go identify posts when and go be in charge for manage for the identify their risk there and develop the register. So we not just set up now. In fact, what the EU don't do for we, they also don't give you a key expert. When an EU work that one day, if they deal with internal audit there for a period of about 6 months. And by the time we go, they go back, a lot go don't be done. And we believe say by the end, every MDA go don already establish a risk register, a focal person for risk, and then we can take it from there.
All right, so what's measurable improvements them for expect after the implementing strategies there?
We go expect improved performance because anything where they stop you, not for make you achieve your aims and objective and your goals, it go stop you for make like you perform. If you don't able for do that, then we expect for let performance go be improved. The moment you identify, say this thing, now you go make like I not go before. You try one time for sort her out and fight against her and improve on them. So we dey expect improved performance now every MDA. Because we don't focus on just internal auditors. The one will get the PS them as well, go the one at free talk. We get the chief administrators themselves go. Okay, we get procurement officers, we get accountants. So we not just focus on 1 or 2 people. Everybody they come on board. So at the end of the day,
Julia Tiamakoma, participants na the workshop, and Semeso Abu for be the chief administrator at the Post-Local City Council, be talk on why this important, more especially to the public sector at this particular time.
We already work in a local council, no for say one of our responsibility, one of our duties them na internal audits within. And today we there also talk about risk, control, and also compliance issues. We know say this very key in a council because if you look at the audit report year in year out, even though the reports can be very good, but we get still small issues the working day. For example, they can say inadequate supporting documents, they can say council don't misappropriate or get procurement issues. So I should say if them controls they minimize some of their results and the way they come up for the council. So I feel say this workshop very key for we, especially where we say we just start the year and our implementation we can begin just now. So if we put all of them controls then they in place, it help when external auditors then come in for country books.
So now strengthening risk and compliance system, you think that this go improve public service delivery?
Of course, because when you minimize some of their risks then they were involved and you get them control measures then in place, internal controls then they in place, you ensure say that the services were meant for the people and will meet them.
All right, so
And the needed revenue will need na council for provide the service. We go able generate them, minimize the leakages, and ensure say the right thing will for be done, be done.
okay, so whose practical changes that if you say institution will begin implement right after this workshop here?
Well, first of all, let internal controls then they some be done there, but we need for strengthen some of them. Some of them they need for bring them come on board and popularize them among, because mind you say like per council now me one girl there so in a cost staff and a 14 of we and also the leadership of council not there. So go find one go back for try for like get me whole team together, including the leadership in the council. From where we all sit down and discuss the internal controls there so, and then we begin for implement them.
All right, so
Jesper Safia Komba, Chairman, Audit Committee, Kono District Council, the same social with wetin e learn, how e plan for put this into practice.
This workshop geared towards strengthening the institutional capacity for risk management and internal control system in local councils. So that is why they call on key stakeholders from various districts for gather here today for make sure say they can give me training, and that training day for make people go back and cascade and our communities.
all right, so tell Fambule which you don't land for when this workshop start.
Well, I am for land with no risk in terms of audit terminology and with no risk management and with no risk communication. You know, these are some of the few things that we learn and we really know what's not risk. Risk and something we it serve as big challenge for achieve the council the objective for the year, especially in terms of audit activities, in terms of resource management and personnel management. So we as audit committee, now for that we make sure say we engage the CA them, for make them to be process owners. As process owners, we make them go for ensure that then risk then they able for deal with them before the audit time they reach.
All right, so what do you think say strengthening institutional capacity? If you know more about changing system or for changing mindsets within the public sector?
Well, the public sector itself, not to for just change the system, but for improve on them, right? Because the thing that they not new, risk challenges now various councils not new, but how actually they go for improve on them, especially the administration, how they go for actually create the enabling environment. One for for minimize the restriction of internal auditors, and also how they for be transparent to the committees, how the committees for be inclusive and participatory into their financial management system and their personnel management system. So now more of improvement of the institutional capacity of various councils and MDAs.
All right, so assurance you go and get to viewers them say what you learn now, you know we just left now.
Well, obviously, at least every day we learn, and which we learn, the capacity and they enable you for make people perform very well in our councils. And if you see the participation that the hall, you really see say at least some of we get some capacity and then put in them.
For strengthening institutional capacity inside control risks and compliance that the public sector important because government institutions they manage public money, public trust and public welfare. If their systems they are weak, the consequences go affect the entire country. For AM Live, me na Safwa Maturi.